we're going to talk about Google Sites, and my dream is that each one of you will have a site that that you'll use for your children to do homework. That all the things that you've learned throughout the years, this year and last year, you can add to the site, and I'm going to show you how it works. If you remember, I asked you on the first day to open up a Google site, and I've got them here in front of me. But I'm going to just show you how to get to it if you're not in the Google site mode. How can you find your site? So let's just open up a Google page, and I'm going to share the screen, which is here. Okay, so the first thing I do is I go into my Gmail, and either I can go into my Gmail and click on the 9 dots, or I can type Google Sites at the top, and once I open it, I go into the Google Sites sign in, and automatically you'll see your sites right over here. It's asking me to verify that it's me, but that's not the mail I want to go into. So you type in Google Sites, and once you go in, you'll see all your sites that you manage, that you have. In my case, I've got quite a lot, but in your case, you'll probably have one or two. By the way, if you want me to, at any stage, stop or go slower, just raise your hand by clicking at the bottom, in the bottom toolbar, and I'll be able to assist you. Okay, so I'm going to create a new site, which is what you've done already. I click on the bottom right-hand corner, and it offers me to create a new site. I'll call it How We Test. And this, whenever someone comes to the site, this is the first thing they'll see. They'll see a picture. I can change the picture over here, change the image. I can upload an image from my computer. Let's just take this picture for argument's sake. And remember all the time when you take a picture that you have to worry, not a great picture, but you can choose which one you're feeling, the left or the right. You have to make sure that your pictures are not copyrighted, meaning that you have the right to use them. It's better to use pictures that you've taken yourself or that are free, and I'll show you where to take the free pictures. If you don't take a free picture, you have to write on your site where the picture is from. Okay, so let's say this is my front page, and I'm going to create something over here. What will be on my front page? Something to do with English. So the moment I double click on the front page, I've got this little menu. I don't know, it's a bit small. I don't know if you can see it. I've got 5 options that I can put in here. I can upload a picture. I can upload a document. I can type text. I can bring over something from my Google Drive, or I can embed. Now, there are 2 ways of embedding. The first way is by having a URL, and then there's the embed code. What is the difference? Can anyone explain to me the difference between the URL and the embed code? You can open your mics and just tell me, what is the difference? Now's the time to answer. Leora's going to answer.
No idea.
At least you answered. Does anyone else know the difference between URL and embed?
Joining Leora, no idea.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. Let's go, for example, into Quizlet, which all of you, I'm sure, know Quizlet. If I want the kids to learn the Do Re Mi song, so I can do, if you can see here at the top, I can take this address and I can copy it, and I can go back to my site, and I can copy the URL here. Okay, just let me just create a text for that. Let's call it Quizlet. And I highlight the Quizlet, and I'm going to offer it to take the link. And the link is what I took from Quizlet, and apply. And once I go into the site and I click on this, this will take me into the Quizlet site. It'll take me out of my site into the Quizlet site. Now that's old school. That's what we used to do. What I'd like to do rather is bring Quizlet into this site, and that's called embedding. So if I go back to the Quizlet and I look at the option of sharing, and it gives me, sorry, not sharing, embedding. Okay, and it gives me a code here to embed, which I copy. And I go back to the site, and once again, double click, embed. And I don't put the URL, I click on the embed code. HTML code goes here, and you'll immediately see the difference. In other words, I've brought the Quizlet in here. How does this help? The digital natives don't like leaving one site and going to another site because then they don't know how to get back to the original site. So if I have a look at the site, have a look what happens. If I'm testing the site, I've got the Quizlet over here. If I click on this Quizlet, it closes the site and takes me out to Quizlet. That's not what I want. I want to do the exact game, but in Quizlet, in the site. And that's what I tried to explain to you when you were doing the class tools, is that instead of them clicking the class tools on the class tools to go out of the site to class tools, I'd rather the class tools be brought into here. And that's what we're going to practice today. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, please, at this stage is go into your sites, and if you don't know the address or you can't find it, just ask me. I'm going to just bring up one or two of your sites just to let me just find them. Here we go. So we'll start with, who's this? I'm just going into one of the sites. This is English is on. I'm not sure it is, but once you go into it, you'll be able to see. I'd like you to please change the front picture and add a message here, bearing in mind that this is the front page that everybody will see when they come in. At a later stage, we'll add pages for each class that you teach, or a page for videos, or a page for games. We can add the pages as we're going along. So right now, all I want you to do is just change the name of your site and add a picture. So how do you do that? You go into your email, or you type in Google Sites. And I'm going to open the site so I can see you working while you're working. If any questions, I'll give you 5-10 minutes to do that. Please stop making the noise. Amir Saf School. Oh, look at that. Amir Saf, you can go for it and just you can play with it. I mean, you don't have to make it. You've already got it. You might want to, as an idea, instead of you making a site for your school, because you've also got to learn how to make a site, and then the children can make their own sites. Imagine children presenting the work that they learn in Cool and Hay, and presenting it through the site at the end of the year. So you can teach them that. Each child gives you an address, which could be quite amazing. So that's
where did you take it from?
So if you go into Google Sites.
No, the Amir Saf School. Where is it from?
The Amir Saf School?
Yes.
The picture?
Yes.
It's probably, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably from, hang on. When you go into the site, you can change image, you can select image. There are all sorts of images here that you can select.
Okay. Yeah.
Very intellectual, the Amir Saf School, with a copy and a laptop.
עשינו את זה עם סטייסי.
Okay, so that's the one. Let's see what else we've got. Other people. So I don't know whose pages these. I mean, I could work it out. Let's just see who's here, because that'll be easier.
The problem is that if I open the Google, you disappear and I can't hear you.
So on the tab where it says meeting with me, right click and add you can add a new tab to the right.
I edited it, but then you disappeared, so I had to go back.
Yeah, but I'm not the sound's not disappearing. The picture might go away, but I won't talk for the next 10 minutes. Let's see if you can get your stuff going. Is
Okay,
your
so
fit
I'm
here?
going to start now.
Yeah, so start changing your picture now. Or you don't need to, but just want the others to. Just checking. Malitza is not here. Moran is here. Okay, so let's open Moran's site.
That's good.
Okay, Moran's site too good to be true. Moran disappeared. No, she's here. Okay, so Moran, you can start working on your site now.
מכאן, מהגוגל. הבעיה if we
I'm not talking now for the next 10 minutes. You can work on your site. Let's look for Rafael. Okay, Rachel Rachamin is Amir subscription. Is that right?
Yes, I'm here. I'm Yasaf.
Are you at Amir Sub School?
Yes.
Okay, Peseta. So this is your picture.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'd like you to add a site name where it says Atala Loshem. Can you add Amir Sub School as well there, please? Okay, and Leora. So Leora,
In the Gmail, where do we have to enter?
go type in Google, type Google Sites, and you'll see it in your Google Sites, new Google Sites.
נכנסת אבל דרך הג'ימייל.
זה יצא לי בעברית.
Moran, can you open your microphone? Or you can refresh your screen by clicking on F5.
Howie,
I can hear you.
it seems like I have some problem with my internet because I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but if you
Something
connect
is
it
wrong.
to this, there's no reason why you can't get into the site. But you must be using Google Chrome.
Okay, maybe this is the problem. Wait.
הנה, מה את רוצה שנעשה?
נעשה לו טייטל. English is fun, זה הטייטל שאני אביא אותנו.
תשכבי את המיקרופון.
That doesn't help me, does it? Okay, so I'm going to show you, if you've managed with that, there's a nice, you can create different animated texts for your site. You can just type in animate text animation or animated GIF, GIF. There are many of them you can choose. Let's try and make yours now. Let's see. I'm just taking the first one that I saw. It's just making them the letters jump up and down. We can sign in with Google. I see. You don't have to use this one. You can. There are many of them that you can use. Come on. I see the internet very slow. Okay, get started. Really, I see what this is. Not the one I'm looking for. Okay, so and what I'm trying to show you is you can have something like this, where you have your text jumping up and down, looking all nice. So I can show you how to make that kind of thing, that kind of message for your site. So we are making letters, animated letters in glitter. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we're going to make a glitter text. So let's say, welcome, my pictures, welcome to our site. And we can choose some nice colors and a nice font, and we do make the glitter. Obviously, you can't use this site because the pictures are not good at all. Don't take your children to that site, by the way. Okay, so let's go back to the site, and I'm going to insert the picture by clicking on the image. I can select from my Google site. Can't find the image. Come on. So we didn't create it. That's not going to help us. Okay, so have you all done your front page? I see that Amir Skip School's been done. What about Moran's page? Well done. Rachel. Let's see what Rachel's doing. Oh, that is Amir Skip. Moran. Okay. So Moran is still working on the picture. That's great. Moran, I suggest, do you only teach fifth grade? Because if you only teach fifth grade, then that's fine to do the fifth grade. But I suggest that you have one main site and then you add the pages, which I'm going to show you how to do now. Okay, so how do I add pages? So this is my front page. I now want to add a page. By the way, it's very important that you have the name of the site. How is the corner, we'll call it. And there, it's very important to have a site name so that when people come in, it doesn't say untitled site. It's very unprofessional. Okay, so
How do you see my site?
I should. What's the name of the school?
Amir Saf.
Yes, I've got it here. Okay.
You've got me.
You're both working on the same site, you and Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it here. Okay.
And when I'm typing something,
I see.
sees it, and then I see it.
Nahon.
We cannot see ours.
Can in ours.
No.
No.
You see
What do you mean
yours.
yours? Yeah, that's
You
yours.
see mine, and I see yours.
That's yours, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so that you've got it. That's fine. Okay, so I'll work on this one then. How do you add the pages? You click on pages over here. You click on the pages.
Okay.
Where is it?
Here.
On the right-hand side, you click on the pages.
Uh-huh.
And at the bottom, you add a page.
Add a page like
So
this.
this will call this grade 5. Oh, I'm adding it for you. Sorry.
Oh, so because of
Sorry, I added it for you. Sorry, I must have added yours. Okay, so I'm going to pages and I'm adding.
where's the pages here? And then you click plus, new page, name. Let's call it. Hey. Oh, plus.
Can Rachel or Leora, one of you close your microphone, please?
Okay.
Okay, so basically what's happening is that, let me just, properties. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a page for each class. So you've got the home, and each time you create a page, it'll automatically appear at the top of the page. So let's go, we'll call this grade 6. And each class can have a different image. So let's say for grade 6, I want to choose this image. For grade 5, I want to choose another image. So each class can have a different image. Now, on each page, you can decide what you want to do. Moran, you want to ask a question?
Howie?
Yeah.
I think that I will observe, and then I will do the assignment later, because something
Okay.
is wrong with the computer, with the internet. I don't know exactly what's going on.
Okay, it's weird, but that's fine. Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to do the work, but I don't know if I'm succeeding doing something.
I can see what you're doing. You've written 5th grade English side, right? Okay, and your picture is the wrong way around.
The picture is not in the right place, right?
It's in the right place, but it's the wrong way around.
How can I turn it on?
I think what you have to do is turn it around in Paint first, and then take it. I'll do it for you. I'll take it. Let me just do that for you. Is this the whole picture? The 10 people?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just copying it for you. They're not smiling, or one of them isn't smiling. Okay, save as. Okay, so what I did is I copied the picture from your site, and I'm going to delete it now and then upload it again. Upload the picture from my computer. Is that okay? Moran?
I can't see anything.
Oh, sorry, I'm not on the same screen. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
See, now they're smiling. Oh, wait, it's got an EN in the middle of the picture. Hang on, I've got to redo that.
It's okay.
Okay. But it means that it's an English class.
Can I put it at the top of the page?
You can put it wherever you want, sure. So
Move
to
it?
change the image, you're going to have to upload from my computer though. But then
Okay.
it's not right. You're missing some of the pupils. So you'll have to make it a large banner like that. No, you're still missing. Now you can do it like that. Do you only teach 5th grade?
No, 5th and 6th,
So you're going to make a different site for each one?
I guess.
Okay. That's lovely. Okay, let's just make this a bit better. Okay, move this around. Okay.
I still didn't understand what you want us to do with the pages.
Okay, so what I suggest you do is make this one of the pages. So let this be the 5th grade page, and then have a new page, which will be the home page. Home, or call it home 1. And let's make this 5th grade. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second, because when somebody lands on the page, you don't want them to go immediately to the 5th grade page.
I don't.
No, you want them to go to a front page, which could then decide whether they go from the 5th grade or the 6th grade. You understand that?
I don't understand how to do that.
No, I'm going to do that for you. Okay, so I want to make okay. So now this is your 5th grade. This is now going to become the home page. Okay, and this you can change. Make this a different page. This is, in other words, when they come to this page, let me just change the image again. Let's just choose this one for argument's sake. Okay. Okay, so what happens is when they come to your site, what's the name of your school?
Alfasi.
Alfasi School. So when they come to your site, they'll land on this page first of all, and then they can go to the 5th grade page, and they have all the things for the 5th grade. Instead of having them all come to this, because you want for the 6th grade as well. So here you open up a new page, call it the 6th grade.
How do I open a new one?
I've just done it for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so now when you go to the front page, you can see you've got our subject school and you've got 5th grade and 6th grade.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to go back to your assignments that you did for the last activity, and I want to show you how to embed the assignments that you did, the name generator, and the all the things that you did. So I've got here, whose work have I got?
This is basically the end of the course assignment, Howie?
Yes and no. There's the last task is the site, but there's one more task that I want to do when we reflect on the things that we've done, which is called our books, and it works very similarly. So you're actually working towards the final site, the final program.
Okay, but this is the site, right?
This is the site that you're doing, yeah. And the only thing that can limit you is yourself in the sky.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just open up. You sent me your works. I'm just gonna. I thought I had them open. I obviously don't. Corvettes, Tach. Okay, so this is Samakaya. I'm going to use her things just to show you. So she's got the vortex that she used. When I say vortex, you all know what I'm talking about? It's the game that was on the class tools. So I'm going to go into the site. No, it's not the game I wanted. Let's go to the random name generator. Okay. Oh, come on, why is it not going in? Okay. This is the SMS that she produced. Okay, you all know this. It was one of the options for the class tools. How do I get this in? How do I get this into my my page? It's really not behaving well. Okay, so here I've got this wheel of fortune. You can call it this galgal. I click on that, and I've got the URL link or the embed code. You remember the difference? The URL link will make them click on it and will take me out of the site. I want to copy the embed code. So once I copy the embed code, I go back to my site, double click, click on the embed, go to the embed code, and I drop it in over here. And I click on next, and it brings the actual phone into my site. So there I don't have to get all the adverts of the class tools. I don't have to get all the balagan, and it's in my site. If I look at my site, grade 5, and it's playing for me. I've still got the adverts, but I can make it a bit smaller. And that's how you embed your class tools in. I'll take the same thing, for example, the vortex. Let's try and get into it this time again. Okay, here's the vortex. I'm going to share the game, go to the embed code, copy the embed code, go back to my site, double click, embed, and I'm going to go to the embed code and click on that here. And the same thing, I get the game in my site. So what I'd like you to do, please, is embed one thing into your site, please, from either your Quizlet or your any of the games that you made from the class tools. Moran, you want to ask something again?
Not sure that I understand exactly what to do and how to do it.
Did
But I will
you
try.
you did the class tools work, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you shared it with me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
sent in Moodle.
Yeah, so let me just go into the Moodle and find that. Gamification. Okay, so Moran's assignment. I hope you don't mind me showing off your assignment. Okay, so I'm going to take your class tools. I'm going to take the vortex that you made by copying it. This is what you sent me. So I'm going to take the vortex tools and I'm going to go into the site. Okay, this is the game that you made. So I'm going to share this game by taking the embed code, copying the embed code, going into your site. Whereabouts you want it on your site?
Where is my site? I can see it.
You can't see it?
No, I just see the Moodle thing. I don't see my site and how to embed the game into my site.
It's weird. Can you refresh your screen? You should be seeing our Fussy School.
I'm just seeing the Moodle.
Can you click on F5?
Yep.
How's Amia Staff School? Amia needs school doing? Amia Staff School? We've lost her now. So good. Oh, yes, she's back. Moran, can you see the Alfasti School? You need to put your microphone on. Moran, your microphone's not on. So what I'm saying is that you take the embed code which I copied from your site. Oh, but you couldn't see it, so let me do it again. Can you, Moran, are you with us? Okay,
I'm with you, but I still
okay.
don't see my embed.
You can see the Word file, right?
The word what?
What can you see on your screen now?
Just at Fussy School.
Okay, good. So I'm taking the address that you sent me, and I'm going into the class tools. I think there is something wrong with your internet, by the way, that it's not letting you.
Definitely.
Because it's not fast enough to refresh. Okay, so I'm going into the class tools. Can you see the class tools now? A famous legend.
Nope.
Okay, so that's what it says on the screen. When you see the recording, you'll see it happening. Click on share this game, embed code. I copy the code and I go back to your site, which you can't see, and I double click and I click on the embed code, and I paste it in, and it brings up the game for me in your site. If you go into your actual site, not through watching what I'm doing, you'll be able to see it's in your site. Can you see the chat on the left-hand corner, the left-hand side? I'll put the link to your site there. You can click on that and you can go into your site.
Thank you, Howie.
Pleasure.
Howie,
Okay. Yes.
we are in the other game,
Snake.
the snake. How do we share the game from the snake?
Okay, let me just go into the snake to see the snake, because some of the games you can't share. And some of the games you don't want to share because they just are not educational, but you haven't changed them in any way. So let's see, where's the snake in the whereabout is it in the page?
Control, enter.
Whereabout is the snake? Is it part of the vortex?
We have it in our work that we sent you today.
Okay, let's go back to the work.
It's the second one.
Middle.
Howie, by the way, I can open the link that you sent me.
You can't?
No, it says that I need an access or something like that.
It's your site.
Yeah, but I can get in.
It's very weird. Are you sure you're working in Google Chrome? No, I think what happened is it opened it up in Explorer, probably. Okay, so let's go and see. Who am I looking
No, I'm in home.
for? Leo?
Leora or mine, it's the same.
Okay, so we've got the snake is which one? Let's see. Okay,
The
so
second one.
can. So let's copy it. Let's open it up and see what happens now.
במשחק?
לא.
למה יצאת ממנו?
ניכנס גם עוד פעם?
If it doesn't have a share button, you can't share it then.
אז אולי בזה.
Okay, so what you have to do, so I'll go back to the first part of the lesson, where I said when you've got your site, you want to add something. You're not going to embed it, but you're going to add it as a text, and then you'll link to the text. So how do I do that? Double click, add a text. We'll call it the snake game. Highlight
And
that,
you need to copy the address.
and you just copy the address and paste it over here. So that when they click on this, they'll go to the.
Not ours. You do it
Oh,
in
no.
classes.
I'm messing up Al-Fasi school. So that clearly shows the difference between embedding and the link. Okay, now what happens if I want to add in a YouTube video?
אז מה הוא אמר? להעתיק את הכתובת? אוכל לכם.
כן.
I guess that you can do the same or embed or the link, right?
Yeah, so because Google runs YouTube, it's much easier with the YouTube. So what I can do is I can go to YouTube, choose any video I want.
תמצאי לזה שלנו. לא לזה, זה כן.
Let's choose.
תוסיפי כל תגובה.
Let's take relaxing music. So the two things you can do. You can go to share and choose the embed code, which is the same code which you can see, and it allows you to use the controls in the frame, or you can just copy the link from the top. And I think, as far as I remember, it does the same thing. But let's have a look. So we double click on the embed, and we use the embed code, and we copy it, and you can see we've got the video over here. And if we want to just take the address, let's see how it's different. We double click on the embed code, and we do it by the URL. It's the same thing. So for YouTube, it's the same thing. You can either bring in the URL address, or you can bring in the it as a embedded article. So now before we spoke, you said that you've got Voki and you've got other things. All these things can be embedded into the site using the same methods. So if I can just kind of summarize what I was talking about. So each class, when we go into your internet sites, you've got your main page. You go to the 5th grade, which we'll have to change the picture perhaps. And make it a better. Okay, and then the 6th grade, and each grade will have the things that are suitable for them. But bearing in mind that a child in Kita Gimel can go into the 6th grade's work, so you're not hiding anything here. You're not going to put people's grades here and things because you can't lock them. That you'll use your school site for. But imagine, I gave this idea before, imagine if you let your children create sites, and the end of the project, the end of the year work is that they produce a site for you with videos that they've made, with work that they've done, and they can scan and copy and produce everything, and you'll be amazed at the different type of works that they can do. So if I go into a site like this, how do you think I got the picture moving at the top?
Sorry, we didn't hear you.
How did I get the picture moving at the top? Did I put in a movie? I didn't put in a movie. How come the picture's moving? Because it's an animated picture. And I just put in a picture of a picture moving. And these are on the left-hand side, these are the different pages that I made. And this is the main page. So, I mean, you can see it's not that difficult to create an internet site. Excuse me, an internet site. Are there any questions? I don't want to go too long. I don't want to lose you. I want to give you just a bit of encouragement just to start seeing where you're going to go from here. I feel sorry for the teachers that aren't here tonight because it's going to be very hard for them. Maybe what we have to do is next lesson we'll do a repeat for the teachers, and then you can use that time to work on your site. You don't have to come. I know today was a bit of an illutz because we couldn't meet the other day. In fact, I'm going to decide that the next lesson you guys will have off to work on your sites, and the people that weren't here will have to come to the next lesson. So I'll redo it. Are there any questions you want to ask about your site? By the way, this anything done on your site can't be seen until you click on publish.
Okay, can you enter our 4th grade
Site?
Our 4th grade page on our site?
Okay, just looking for it.
This is Alfasis, it's not
Okay.
our.
No.
No, enter the 4th grade.
Okay, no, there's no 4th grade.
But we have one. Enter the untitled. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't change the name.
Okay, so I'll tell you why, but how come you've got it here?
I don't know, we just did.
Okay, I think I know what you did. Hang on, let me just check and see. Did you, hang on, I think you guys beat the system. Wow, look at that. Okay, so it seems that you can embed it. Let's just see if it works. No, you can't embed it. I don't know how you guys did that. Let's take it back and see.
We didn't embed it, we put the link on.
Yeah, it's here. I don't know why it's opening it for you. That's very weird. Okay, how do you make the link over here? You highlight this, and then you click on insert link, and that's where you put the link.
We did it, but it didn't work.
That's very weird.
See?
No, it does work.
Okay. Okay.
But if I delete this here, does it delete?
Okay.
Wow, this is amazing. You've embedded it.
So it's good.
It's brilliant.
Thank you. We're brilliant teachers.
No, we know that. I mean, that we know. Okay, I'm just going to play it. Oh, he burps when he eats.
It's very difficult.
It's
not
bad. Moran, any questions?
Let me see.
I'm going to leave you guys to it tonight. If you need,
I will try to ask.
Sorry?
I said that watch the video and try to do it some other time because I didn't understand anything.
Yeah. So I think you had problems with the internet, that it's a bit slow, and to refresh your screen is crazy. But the next time we meet is on the 2nd of the 3rd And that you guys don't have to come. You can use the time to work on your project. But throughout the next 2 weeks, if you've got any questions or any problems, you can write to me and ask me.
No problem. Thank you
And
very
most
much.
important, have a good evening and stay dry and have a good week. Have a good Thursday and Friday.
Thank you very much.
Yes, guys. All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.